r/AskReddit created by routinereddit. What the weirdest thing you did while you were high? I set a hot pocket in the microwave and put in my pin number for the cook time. Still cold in the middle. Or it's molten lava. It's a hot pocket. By definition it is both frozen solid and napalm hot at the same time. I said pocket. How long did it cook for? 10.77. Same as a cheese pizza and a large soda where I used to work. Panux's Pizza? Yeah, and what's your bank card number, expiration, and security code? Haha, funny story. Haha, what a funny story. What's your mother's maiden name? One time years ago I was camping at a campground with my wife and a few friends. We are all sitting around the fire drinking. Her brother and I go for a walk to smoke some joints. We finish that, and I have to piss, so he goes back to the group, and when I'm done I head back as well. So I get back, and I'm pretty baked at this point, and I'm just standing there watching the fire, and drinking my beer for a few minutes. I then noticed a particular Coleman lantern on the picnic table and thought to myself, I don't remember us having one of those here. It was at that point that I realized I was standing at the wrong dang campsite, amongst a bunch of people I have never met, while my group was watching from the next site over, laughing and wondering WTF I was doing. The strangers have a much scarier version of the same exact story. Walks away. That guy looked so baked. One time I was picking up a pizza at a Little Caesars and there were some kids late teens and they're waiting on a pizza as well. As I left, one of them commented to his friend, I think he knows we are high. I worked midnights at Tim Hortons while I was at university. One night I had a group come through the drive-thru and order a ridiculous amount of food and argue with each other over what they wanted, etc. They were clearly high, and it was hilarious. As they drove away from the speaker, one of them said, try to act normal so she doesn't realize you're high. Too late. Little did they realize, you have to be high to be at Little Caesars. I once went to a R&W and the car hop dude saw a cigarette on our dash, looked at husband, and said, yeah, got ya a spliff there, man. That's cool. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. Freaked out that I'd lost my iPad somewhere on the way to the train station. I got off the train and went back, retracing my steps all the way back to my apartment, only to realize that I was listening to music the whole time on my iPad. I do that without being high. Me, completely sober driving home from work. Oh crap, I forgot my keys at work. Oh, how would I be driving then? Me, completely sober having a phone conversation with someone. Where did I put my phone? Uses phone flashlight to look for phone under couch. Where could it be? Me wearing my glasses before heading out to work. Where did I put my glasses? Was hotboxing and used my windshield wipers to try and clear the smoke. I just laughed so hard that my 1-year-old is laughing with me now too. Suddenly wholesome. Isn't there a subreddit for that? I've done this. I thought it worked because my friend rolled down the window. I'm so stoned right now it took me a minute to realize you were sitting in your vehicle for this. I first pictured you in the bathroom with the hot water running and holding a pair of windshield wipers, moving them back and forth and going ee to clear the air. I cannot stop laughing. That's the best image I've ever had. Didn't even bother putting them to the mirror either. Good stuff. I used to go round a friend's every week to watch a particular TV show and get stoned. On about the 4th week my friend started going crazy, like he'd had this sudden major epiphany. They've got the same names as us. It had been 4 episodes and neither of us had noticed the 2 main characters had the same names as us. That was proper weird. Edit. So many people trying to guess my name. I'm Rumpelstiltskin, y'all. Beavis and Butthead, Rick and Morty, Ren and Stimpy, Sam and Cat, Chip and Dale, Tom and Jerry. Like their full names or just first names, because if they had the same full names as you guys that might not be a TV show. It's a recording of yourselves. Are you still watching it? Just the first names. It was like the 5th or 6th season of the show, and we had both watched it independently and were massive fans, but it was a bit of a cult show so didn't really know many people who watched it. There were just 2 main characters. It wasn't like there were 4 or 5, and we were 2 of them. This was about 10 years ago now, and the show's ended. It was in the UK, so most people here probably wouldn't have heard of it. Spent 45 minutes looking for my glasses with my friend. Said screw it BC, I had to leave and was now running late. When I went to put on my sunglasses, I smashed them onto my glasses. I had my glasses on my freaking face the whole time and neither myself or my friend noticed. That's on him 100%. I'd probably be like, dude, I thought you meant another pair of glasses. Got up to leave my bedroom and knocked on the door before opening it to go out. I relate to this calm, polite kind of high. My friend is restless when he's high, so he was standing at the edge of the living room while most of our group was seated. I wanted to sit down too, but I ended up standing behind him because I thought we had to wait in a line to get into the living room. Back in college, I got super baked with friends. Like almost non-verbal, tunnel vision stoned. We went to this donut place near campus, Ken's Donuts, if anyone is familiar with the Austin area. I was staring at the counter full of donuts. I felt like I was standing there for like a minute quietly humming and thinking. Apparently, it was closer to 10 minutes, and I was loudly humming the theme song to Jurassic Park over and over again. For some reason, we were listening to it on the drive over, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I laughed my butt off multiple times while eating the donuts after the whole standing / humming like a moron thing I was doing. I'm giggling so hard at this lol. I was on acid at a music festival and asked a cop if he would name a hurricane after me. Fortunately, he thought that was funny. This one time I was coming up morning of date to Coachella and had just gotten to the bank of lockers where our group's stuff was stored. I was reaching for the locker but just couldn't get to it and the key wouldn't go in. My friend walks up to me, grabs the key out of my hand, and I swear in one step traverses the distance of a football field and unlocks the door. Turns out the hit had just hit me like a freight train, and I was on my hands and knees in the grass about 6 feet from the locker with my arm outstretched trying to insert the key. Depth perception, man. That was a great day. I was on acid at a music festival. Was on the dancer floor when I felt I had to pee, so I head off to the toilets. They were filthy, so I said screw it, I'll go piss in the woods. Get to the tree line and I feel like everyone is watching me. Reckon that I've exhausted my options, so I head back to the dancer floor. Get there and realize I have to pee. Guess I'll go to the toilets. Did it 2 more times. Don't remember where I ended up pissing. Probably in your pants. Music festival cops are pretty chill. The cop I asked was tasked with directing vehicle traffic through the campsite. He was just quietly doing his job at the start of the night, and by the end, was draped in a collection of feathery scarves and beads people had given him, voguing while he directed cars with rainbow LED sticks. Pretty good night for him. Traffic directors are the real MVPs. Especially at an event like that where people are guaranteed to be on any and every drug imaginable and driving. Ordered food for delivery. Forgot. Went to grocery store for stuff to BBQ. Remembered about the food for delivery while paying in line. Did you buy the stuff anyways? Don't remember. It's been a long time. Or maybe it's only been 20 minutes and you're still waiting for your food. Me and 2 friends went on a hike in these hills in my neighborhood one time. We hike for about 30 to 40 minutes and we're on top of this big hill admiring the view and decide we should order pizza when head down so it can arrive right when we get back. We're filling out an online order to have prepared for when we get closer to the bottom and then accidentally placed the order on top of the hill. We were all like oh crap and literally ran all the way down the hill and back to my house. Caught the pizza dude literally right as we get to the house. Sweaty F. We also ended up giving the guy $20 extra on accident. Made the delivery driver's day. I've given weed delivery drivers an extra 20 twice on guy. Denied it, the other guy gave it back because I came back while he was counting the money. One time I came back inside from a back porch smoke and put my lighter in the sink. My reasoning was I'll put it in the dishwasher later. For the millionth time, Black David Dutch ovni, if you're gonna leave it in the sink at least let it soak. As a dishwasher, this sentence hurt me. I'm not a regular, and when I partook the other night I found myself craving pancakes. My frying pan sticks horribly and I couldn't get them to work, so I poured all of the batter in the pan and stuck it in the oven to make a pancake. It was a stroke of brilliance and surprisingly good. I also remember sprinkling some brown sugar into the batter because I had it laying around. There's something about baking and getting clever with utensils when it comes to, well, getting baked. Are you still baked, even now, while you type this coherent and clear comment? Lol.